Wifey in the bay going crazy. Put peace on the hood, Mercedes. Young boys letting off 80. Leaning next to a DR like Haiti. This ain't no Bonner, no Bailey. No internet clown gon' play me. Money ain't never gon' make me. I can win with a couple bucks like Brady. HGA baby, you cannot shame me. When they gon' pay me to shut my mouth? Ain't gotta okay me, then they gon' save me. I'm finna stay free on the house.
When I was doing sports growing up, whether it's middle school, high school, even throughout college, you know, I always went to private Christian schools growing up, and also for college.
Shout out.
And shout out to all the schools I went to. I remember when I first started doing sports at Concordia, one of the on our back of our weight room shirts, like every single year is on the back of our weight room shirts. I can't remember which verse it is, but it always had the phrase "investing our talents." And I always think about the parable of Jesus about, you know, investing our talents, and one person dug it in the ground and one person, you know, did something else with it. And the way I see it is, you know, God gave us our physical bodies, right? As a gift. It's a lease. You only get it for a certain amount of time.
Right.
And, you know, in the church, we always talk about, you know, investing in our relationships, investing in our careers, investing in, you know, all these different things to make us better people in God. But I strongly believe this, that we don't talk nearly enough about investing in our physical talents. Because, we can invest in all these other things, but if we're not investing in our physical bodies, we can't carry out God's mission for our lives.
Let's talk about it. So let's talk about it. So
it's like, you know, and not to go too deep down this rabbit hole, but if, how do I want to say this? This may come across as harsh.
Please.
But I would question anyone out there who is a believer, who is, you know, doing well with their family life, doing well in their relationships, doing well in their community service, doing well, you know, in their careers, what have you. If you're really focused on all those different things, think, oh, I'm doing great for the kingdom, but you're neglecting your health, you're doing things that are bad for your health, you're smoking cigarettes, you're not going to the gym, you're eating junk food every day, you know, you're drinking every weekend. I would question if you're really truly investing in all the things that God has for you.
Wow. Bro, we stepping on some toes on this one.
Listen,
we stepping on some toes on this one. Let me tell you something, bro. This is not talked about enough. I remember vividly, I was, I think, a junior or senior in college, and I had the privilege of, like, I had like 3 youth pastors, you know what I mean? And one of them, I had 2, they were husband and wife, they were Indian. And one of the youth pastors was telling me, like, she just stopped showing up for a little bit, and then one day she came back to service, and I was like, how you been? We miss you. What's going on? She's like, I've had severe back problems. And she's like, she just pulled me aside. She's like, invest in your health. She said, I want to be with you guys. I want to teach more. I want to be there for you guys, but I can't because my back is giving me a hard time. And that was the first time I realized, holy cow, like, my physical state has a direct implication to my career, to my ability to be a friend, my ability to be helpful, to be of service to others. If you and I were not in our right minds, if we didn't have bodies that were able and working, we would not even be sitting here recording this podcast episode.
100%.
At all. And I remember that was my senior year of college. And for 2 years, I asked God, please give me a conviction about this. Because, bro, there was no conviction at all. Like, not even a little bit. And I remember I was like, God, please give me a conviction. I remember when it happened. It was 2015. And I was in the drive-thru at McDonald's. I still eat McDonald's. Guys, it's the process. You know, I think I lost some followers by saying that. You know?
It happens sometimes. You know,
it happens sometimes. You know what I mean? It's the only thing open late. You know what I mean? Yeah. The fries are next level.
We've all been there.
I'm still there.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly, you know, God's working on me. You know what I'm saying? But I remember being at McDonald's, and like a ton of bricks, the Holy Spirit like hit me. And finally, like, he answered my prayer, and I felt convicted. That was the first time I felt wrong about eating at McDonald's. And I was like, all right, I got the conviction out, which was supernatural and helpful in my journey because it was no longer for me a thing about, let me just look good. It was, yo, this is a spiritual matter. And if I'm not investing in my spiritual health or in my physical health, how healthy am I spiritually? You touched on something that's key. If you want to know where you and God are actually at, look at where you are in relation to all the other things going on in your life, your friendships, your family, your vocation, your emotional, your mental health. Like sometimes, I don't know, we're so notorious for doing this as Christians. We think we're good because I read my Bible and I prayed, but everything else is on fire. You're a terrible friend.
Talk about it.
You don't manage your time. You're on Netflix 24/7. You're not pursuing your dreams. You're not investing in the talents that God has given you. You're not investing in the relationships that God has put around you. And I started realizing slowly but surely that my physical health is a representation of my spiritual health.
Talk about it.
Where me and God are at is an indication, or where I'm at in my physical journey is an indication of where I'm at with my relationship with God. And that was a game changer for me, because working out, eating right, it became a spiritual matter. And it is a spiritual matter. But I had to pray, God, give me a conviction over this. I love what you said there. We can talk so much about that, but we don't have time to get into all the details. There's so many things I want to talk to you about.
Like this ain't clout. This isn't real life. I got a real life. Price is better and it ain't no doubt. I ain't got time to debate. There's countries to save. Afghanistan, Cuba, I pray.